So exciting news for the channel. It's my 1 year anniversary of that running guy, and to celebrate that I'm going to be doing a daily vlog. So exciting news for the channel. It's my 1 year anniversary of that running guy, and to celebrate that I'm going to be doing a daily vlog. I didn't come up with this idea, you know, it's been around for ages. Seth Demoor does it, but I was speaking to Lisa, my wife, and she watches a channel called Meet Kevin, and he's talks about stocks and shares, and probably does about 3-4 videos a day. You know, he's a machine. And something she said to me kind of clicked. She said that's his job, and so I thought to myself, you know, I'm moaning that I can't afford trainers. I've got time to do it, so let's try it. Let's see where it goes. So I'm going to do this as part of my training series for the St Albans half marathon. It's 4 weeks from now, so let's integrate this training series, and every day I'll try and give you some tips. So today we're going to talk about threshold, tempo runs, and how to calculate your max heart rate. But before we do, let's go for a run. So I posted a run on Strava the other day, and it was supposed to be a tempo run, and it turned into more of a threshold run. And someone said to me, can you explain the difference between a tempo and a threshold? And obviously I can understand why it gets confusing, because you know, you go on the internet and they're pretty much referred to as the same thing, whether it's tempo, threshold, lactate threshold. They're all a percentage of your maximum heart rate at the range from 85% to 90%. So I like to break it down into two because it's just easier to understand. So if you imagine that 85% is your lower end and 90% is your higher end, so the 85% is called your tempo run because it's a comfortably hard run, and your lactic acid is kind of just ticking over there, you know, building slowly, but you know, not overly quickly. But if you go to your 90%, which is your threshold, then your lactate, you know, is on the limit. It's building quickly, but it's a manageable pace. Once you go over that percentage, then essentially you crash and burn because your lactate's going to build up and you're going to be done. The benefits of that is that when you're racing, if you've got, well, it's important that you have a chest monitor, that you can keep a track of your heart rate, and you know if you obviously if you're going to go over your maximum, then you know you're going to die quite quickly and you're going to blow up. Also on training runs, you don't really want to be going, you know, at your maximum. It's just easier to stick to a tempo. It's a manageably hard pace that you can maintain for a certain period of time. So you think to yourself, well, how do I work them out? Well, most Garmin's will have an auto feature on it where they adjust your heart rate depending on obviously your maximum. My Garmin 235 doesn't, so I have to adjust them all myself. And the problem is that most of us won't push ourselves to the max. There are loads of other ways to test your lactate threshold and all that, but I like to do a nice simple test. Takes about 6 minutes, but it is hard. And if you're going to do this and you've got a dicky heart, consult your doctor first, and don't blame me for if anything goes wrong. And basically all it is 2 minutes as hard as you can run, and then after you've done your 2 minutes, have a rest for 2 minutes, and then as hard as you can for another 2 minutes. During the second one, your heart rate should spike to its max, and then what you do is you go into your heart rate zones and then you can adjust it, and then all your heart rate zones will be correct, i.e. it'll tell you what your threshold pace is, it'll tell you, well, it probably won't because the watches don't tell you, but you can calculate it because we know that 90% of your maximum is your threshold. We know that 85% is your tempo, but at least all your other zones are going to be correct as well. So, you know, when you're running in your aerobic zone, which most of your training should be done in, your heart rate's going to be correct because that's a percentage of your maximum. So you see, you know, a lot of people pick up their watches and think, oh, their watches, you know, knows everything, but it's just set on a standard formula a lot of the time of 220 minus your age, and we're all different. If you take into account myself, my watch said my maximum heart rate was 174, but I've done the test and my maximum heart rate is 187, so it's a massive difference, and that changes all my zones. So give this a go, and let me know how you get on with the kind of maximum tests. If you want me to explain the kind of tempo and threshold a bit more, then I will do, but it is literally just a percentage of your maximum. So if, just to recap, your maximum heart rate, if we're going on a threshold which is on your lactate limit, is 90% of your max, and if you're going on a tempo run which is comfortably hard, is 85%. So I hope that kind of makes sense, and I will see you after the run. Cheers. So you probably asked, what am I drinking? Well, I use Wiggle tablets. They're hydration tablets, just to replace the electrolytes after my run, because I think it's important. So how was today's run? Not great, to be honest. Legs felt heavy, sluggish. Run 10 miles, averaged, let's have a look on my watch, averaged 7:48 pace. First 3 miles didn't feel too bad, then done some YouTube filming, and then about 6 to 7 miles, as I say, they felt a bit heavy, so up the pace to kind of 7:20 to 7:26 on the way back, but not really that enjoyable, to be honest. But ever since I had the jab, it's just, I don't know, it's just like the energy on my longer runs just not there, and I'm just really struggling. You know, would I go back and have the jab again? Yes, of course I would. You know, it's all for the greater good, and I'm fortunate that I've had the jab, but I've just struggled afterwards. So yes, it's supposed to be a kind of training series. I know it's only 4 weeks away, so it's only kind of 3 weeks, so it'd be a pretty short training series, but this week I'm just going to play it by ear, and to see how it goes, because I say I'm still struggling, always struggle on a Monday, so I'm also thinking about maybe running 7 days a week, because I've heard people say that they don't suffer on the Monday and Tuesday, you know, because their legs are stiff, etc. So I might give that a go. But anyway, I better drink this because I've got to go and walk Molly now. So I'll speak to you in a bit. You gonna say hello, Molly? You gonna smile for the camera? So I thought to myself, why are my legs so bad today? Well, yesterday I actually had a headache because I think I was dehydrated. So I made sure I drank loads of fluids yesterday, but maybe that's just had a knock-on effect to today. But it is weird, as I say, since I've had the jab, just don't seem to be having any kind of endurance. It seems to have, you know, completely gone. It's almost like a kind of lost fitness. But you know, hopefully it will improve. But you know, it is what it is. So let's talk about these daily vlogs. I pretty much take a camera out of me every day, so I thought to myself, you know, why not just add a bit of my life to it? I'm looking to do it on a Monday to Friday, so videos will go out Tuesday, Saturdays, and just see how I get on. You know, is it something you want to see? You know, please let me know. Is there other stuff you want me to add to it? Because, you know, it is new to me, and if I want to grow the channel, I believe it's something I need to do, and I've got the time to do it. So let me know what you think. I'm gonna finish off the walk with Molly, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Cheers.